Hello, this is lecture number 18 for the chapter integration, and we're discussing the exercise 7.9, and we are starting with question number 7. It is a definite integral from 0 to pi by 4 10x with respect to x, and you know the integral of 10x is log sec x, and limit is 0 to pi by 4, so upper limit replaced by x, that is sec pi by 4 minus sec 0, log sec 0. So sec pi by 4 is root 2 and sec 0 is 1 and log 1 is 0. So its value is log root 2. For root 2 you can write 2 to the power half, and you know the property of log 2 power half, that is the power is multiplied with the log. Pi by 6 to pi by 4 cosec x with respect to x, you know the integral of cosec x. Cosec x, which is log 10x by 2, it is also log cosec x minus cot x. Log 10x by 2, replace the upper limit by pi by 4, that is it become pi by 8, and lower limit is pi by 6, so it become log 10 pi by 12. Now using the property of the log, 10 pi by 8, log 10 pi by 8 upon 10 pi by 4, you take your own time to find the value of 10 pi by 8, which is 45, and 10 pi by 12, which is 15. You can find 10 22 by half by using the tan 2 theta formula you have done in class 11, and 10 15 you can find by using the formula tan a minus b, that is 45 minus 30. Now in question number 9, it is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square 0 to 1, and the integral of 1 upon under root 1 minus x square is sine inverse x. So upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. So sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2, you know it, and sine inverse 0 is 0. Question number 10, it is 1 upon 1 plus x square, its integral is tan inverse x. So 0 to 1, upper limit tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 and tan inverse 0 is 0. In question number 11, it is 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon x square plus 2, which is a special integral of 1 upon x square plus a square. So, sorry, 1 upon x square minus a square, that is 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a. Lower limit is 2, upper limit is 3. So, first of all, replace the upper limit, 3 minus 1 upon 3 plus 1, which is 2 upon 4. Then lower limit 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1, that is 1 upon 3. Using the property of the log, in minus the values are divided. So, log this upon this and simplify as far as possible. In question number 12, you know how to integrate cos square x, that is a definite integral from 0 to pi by 2. To integrate cos square x, you know it, you have to use the identity, that is for cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. If you don't know, first of all go to the indefinite integral, then come to the definite integral. So cos square is equal to 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 with respect to x. Integration of this will be half outside the integral. Integration of x is 1 is x, and integration of cos 2x is sin 2x divided by 2. So use the upper limit. First of all, replace x by pi by 2 minus lower limit 0 plus sin 0. Sin 0 is 0, 90, and sin 180 is, it is sin pi upon 2, not sin pi by 2. So sin 180 is 0. Now it is definite integral from 2 to 3 x upon x square plus 1, and this is the linear upon quadratic type question in which you have to bring the derivative of the denominator in the numerator. The derivative of the denominator is x square, 2x, so you need 2x in the numerator. So you can replace, multiply and divide by 2, and you know it, the integral of 2x upon x square plus 1 is log x square plus 1, because if you let x square plus 1 is equal to t, you have done in the integration by substitution, that if you replace x square by plus 1 by t, this 2x will be cancelled out and it will be 1 upon t, whose integration is log t, and t is x square plus 1. If you don't know to do it directly, you can write it here, x square plus 1 is equal to t. So this integral is log x square plus 1, replace upper limit by 3, so 3 square plus 1 is 10, minus replace low by x by lower limit, which is 2, so 2 square 2, 4 plus 1 log 5, and using the property of the log, in minus, that is log 10 divided by 5, this is log 2. In question number 14, it is again a linear upon quadratic type question in which you have to obtain the derivative of the denominator into numerator. So first of all, break this integral into 2, that is from 0 to 1, 2x upon 5x square plus 1 plus 3 upon 5x square plus 1, and the definite integral is 0 to 1. Now the derivative of 5x square plus 1 is 10x. So you have to multiply numerator denominator by 5, so that we will obtain the derivative of the denominator, and this is a special integral of 1 upon x square plus a square First of all, you have to make the coefficient of x square as 1 by taking 5 common. So it will become x square plus 1 upon 5, yeah, 1 upon root 5 ka whole square. Now you have done this type of integral because the derivative of the denominator in the numerator, the integral is log of the denominator, that is 5 log of 5x square plus 1. If you don't know it directly, so you can let 5x square plus 1 is equal to t. This 10x will be cancelled out and it will be log 5x square plus 1, and the special integral of 1 upon x square plus a square, which is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a, and the definite integral lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. So you take your time. If you don't know how to do it directly, you take your own time to do these integrals. So upper limit 1 square plus 1, lower limit 0 square plus 1, it will be log 6 minus log 1, and simplify it. So upper limit is 1, so tan inverse root 5 minus tan inverse 0. So simplify as far as possible. Log 1 is 0, you know it. Now see it, question number 15 carefully. Now you have to find a definite integral from 0 to 1 x e raised to power x square with respect to x, as we have done in the proof of one of the property. Then when you integrate by letting something or by substitution, you have to do the integral. Then you have to change the upper limit and lower limit in terms of the change variable. So I've let it here x square is equal to t, so dt upon dx is equal to 2x, and the value of dx is dt upon 2x. The value of dx is dt upon 2x, so x e ki power t. Now x will be cancelled out with x. Now as I have changed the variable from x to t, definitely the lower limit and upper limit will be changed in terms of t. Now the upper limit is 1, and I have let at x square is equal to 1. So when I replace x by 1, so upper limit is also coming out to the same, that is 1. Lower limit is 0. So when you replace x by 0, it is also 0. So it means the lower limit and upper limit remain the same. So it is only e raised x will cancel out with x. So e raised to power t will integration is e raised to power t, upper limit minus lower limit. Now see this question 15. It is an improper integral because we have done this improper integral in the indefinite integrals. It is an improper integral because the degree of the numerator as well as the denominator is same. So how you have to convert into proper integral? By dividing numerator by denominator. When you divide numerator by denominator, you are getting quotient plus remainder upon divisor. You have to always write like this: divide numerator by denominator and write it as quotient plus remainder upon divisor. The remainder is coming out to be minus 20x minus 15, so I have taken this minus common. Now this integral will be done by taking the partial fraction. It is not so easy. This question will become very lengthy. So 2x plus 15 upon x plus 1 x plus 3, to make it a partial fraction, as you know how we have to do it: a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2, a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 3. Make the partial fraction, take your own time. The value of a is coming out to be 5 upon 2 and the value of b is coming out to be minus 45 upon 2. Integrate this. 5, 1 upon x and 1 upon x plus 3. It is coming out to be 5x log x plus 1 log x plus 3 in the modulus, then upper limit minus lower limit. So this is the definite integrals exercise we are doing. Now in question number 17, it is simple, easy question is this. So it is 0 to pi by 4, 2 sec square plus x cube plus 2. So the integration of sec square is 10x, integration of x cube is x to the power 4 upon 4, integration of 2 is 2x. Then as usual, first of all put the upper limit, then put the lower limit and subtract. In question number 18, you will see it, the terms very carefully. If we take minus common, it will be cos square x by 2 minus sin x square x by 2, which is the formula of cos x, and you can easily integrate the cos x, which is equal to sin x, then upper limit minus lower limit. Now question number 19 is again the special integral, in which we have linear upon quadratic type question. So break it into two integrals: 6x upon x square upon 4 and 3 upon x square plus 4, which is 2 square. Now because you have to obtain the derivative of the denominator in the numerator, which is 2x, so you can easily bring it 2x by taking 3 common in 6x, which is equal to 2x, and it is the special integral of 1 upon x square plus a square. Now you know the integral of this 6x upon x square plus 4. When you let this x square plus 4 is equal to t, this 2 will be cancelled out and it will be 1 upon t, and its integration is log t, which is log x square plus 4. This is the integration. You must not do it directly like this, and it is the integration of 1 upon x square plus a square. It is 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a, where a is 2 and x is x. So simplify this definite integral. First of all, put the upper limit minus, put the value of x by 0, lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. Now this question number 20 is x e की power x, which will be integrated by using the integration by parts, and you can simply integrate sine pi x upon 4. See it very carefully. The second integral, the integration of sine pi x upon 4 will be cos pi x upon 4 divided by the derivative of pi x upon 4, which will be equal to pi by 4, and the limit is 0 to 1. Now x e की power x you can integrate by using the partial fraction, by taking this as a first function and this as a second function. So the integral of x e की power x is this, integration of sine pi x upon 4 integral is this, and use the upper limit, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, and simplify and take your own time to do the calculation. Question number 21 is 1 to root 3 dx upon x square plus 1, which is the integral of tan inverse x, and upper limit minus lower limit. Now in question number 22, it is a special integral dx upon 4 plus 9x square. So take 9 common to make the coefficient of x square as 1. So it come out to 1 upon 9. It will be 2 upon 4 upon 9, which is 2 upon 3 whole square x square. It is a special integral of 1 upon x square plus a square, which is 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. Upper limit minus lower limit. So simplify as far as possible. So this is the completion of this exercise 7.9, which is based on the definite integral. We'll discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.